the last couple of days, at the very first couple minutes, and this isn't anything new, it's just usually they don't come in like the very beginning. It was pretty good. I had some Johnsonville cheddar filled hot dog sausage things and homemade potato salad. But anyways, these guys, you know, they're the art scammers and streamers and such. They come in and they say something nice, or they'll say they did something, like they followed you and they want you to follow back or something like that. And usually it's like they'll wait until you're actually doing something, but they'll come in and they'll make a comment like that, even if you're not even talking to anybody but yourself, right? And they say something like along the lines of like, "Oh, your stream is doing so great. Oh, this is amazing. I really like what you're doing here." And then they'll be like, "By the way, would you like some services like art?" And so it's, you know, it's whatever. They're so easy to pick out. Their shtick is the same every single time. It's no big deal. That's not a problem. I have a rule in place, no solicitation, but they don't pay attention. They don't care, right? Only people who are actually here to be part of the stream would care. And today was a little bit different because they messaged me directly. It's always a different name, not necessarily a different person, but it's always a different name, and they're actual people. I think. I don't know if people are using AI to fake conversations, but usually they have the same shtick. This guy messaged me directly and did the exact same thing, the same intro of everything. It's not always word for word exactly the same, but you know it's what they're doing. It's like, "I really like the positivity of your stream," and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself while I'm eating my hot dog, "The positivity of my stream? Buddy, nobody's on screen talking, and it's sitting on a starting soon screen. What positivity are you talking about?" So I immediately just called them out on it. I was like, "No, go away, blocked. You're just here to scam me." He's like, "No, that's not it at all." It's like, I was very tempted to just ask the question, "Oh, so you're not gonna..." Shit. I dropped the bottle. And my controller. I was very tempted to just sit there and ask, "Oh, so you're not going to try and sell me art or anything like that?" But I just didn't care enough. It would have been funny to do either way. So I could complain about these people on end. They're never ending. They always show up at some point. It's stupid. It's just the first time that someone's ever actually directly messaged me for something like that. And they always try to maintain like an air of, "I did nothing wrong, I'm doing nothing wrong," which is fair, right? You know, they're trying to make out as if, you know, they're just a innocent bystander trying to like say something nice, but at the same time, they're throwaway accounts. I don't know why they care. It's practiced politeness. That was a weird stutter.
I can help you target your location.
Yep, he's a traitor.
Slayers, using the tether.
Yes, that would be most useful.
Oh, that's right. She zapped me. Oh, that was earlier, though. Before the forge.
No harm must come to her.
Why?
She is the heart of Argent.
How would you know that?
Then why didn't she use her sorcery against us?
The true scope of that human's power is unknown to her. The ceremony, it must take place in my world.
Of course.
The heart is found. Now give to me what is owed.
Oh, so she's not really there just to help
Return
him.
our God to us.
close the gate.
I just put some mushrooms and broccoli in a pan with some soy sauce, and as well as throwing some spring rolls in the oven and made a salad. It's not too bad.
We've tried to attack here before, but we couldn't break through to Azric's fortress.
Alright, what are my challenges for this mission? This is only 2. Destroy 2 gore nests and affect 25 demons with round fissure shield rune.
Look out for damaged Atlins. We may have to repair one to reach the target.
Look out for what? What am I repairing? Oh god. An armored arachnotron? No thank you. Ooh, a new weapon container. Oh, that was close. I almost landed in the lava. Secret. Secret. What are you hiding? Alright. So what do we get now? Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher. A rocket launcher fires slow projectiles that explode and deal heavy damage on contact. Using it at close range can be risky, as the explosions will also damage you. The rocket launcher is the second of the launcher class guns, blah blah blah. Don't care. Same text every time. Ah! Those are rockets. They were putting rocket ammo in missions without... Well, I guess the rockets and the grenade launchers share the same ammo type. So that's why they look like butt plugs for grenade launcher. Man, they really want me to use the rocket launcher right now.
Alert. 2 hell cannons detected.
Okay, I'll just deflect the shots back at them, right? Right? Oh, he wasn't dead. I died? How? Wait, hold on. Uh-oh. There was a cat hair, making it impossible to stop looking up.
After you take those out, we'll be clear to get one of those Atlins working again.
Updating markers.
Oh, zeppelins. She said javelins. Alright. There's nothing for me to do here. Hey, hold on. There we go. Oh, okay. The fissure killed it, I guess. Let's go! Whee! Ooh, secret. How's this a secret? It's just a launch pad. Oh, it's doing this. Wait, why are you doing that again? Oh no, it's not my mouse, it's the game. That was weird. Or is it? I don't know. Is there still hair in there? There's cat hairs in my mouse. So, I try to clear them out every once in a while, but sometimes they just get stuck. Because once the mouse stops, like, working like that, you really kind of just gotta... Ow. Fish them out. So is the woe of having... Maybe it is the game. Oh, I know what it is. It's the controller I knocked off. I'm just stupid. Alright, how many more shots do I need for the mastery? A lot. Okay, so the key's behind a gate. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh no, that's not again. I'll ruin the English language for you once more. The reason ghost has a silent H. Oh god, I never even thought about the word ghost. It shouldn't sound like a hard G. It should be host. In the first place. Is because the first people who learned to operate printing press in England were Flemish, and they put an H after every G. The only reason Ghost stuck around was because people read the Bible and read the Holy Ghost and went, that's in the Bible, that must be right. Why am I not surprised? So then how does everybody else spell ghost? Wait, hold on. But the Bible existed before the printing press existed. So how did they spell it before? They literally spelled it without the H, that's it? Oh my god. Oh my god! The world is so stupid! Alright, whatever. It could be worse. I mean, it's no kernel, right? Ow. Okay, so we got that. There's some armor over here we can grab. Ah, fire burns, and it's all gone. Well, you know, I never said I was smart. There's a Arachnotron that's armored over there. I don't want to go there. Let's go to the door. The door won't hurt me, right? I can already tell this isn't good. Found a secret area. There's armor and everything here. This is absolutely gonna hurt me. Ow. All right, the leader's out. Oh, a leader was out. Ow. There's a revenant nearby somewhere. There you are. Oh, you bastard. Got him. Oh, there's a hunter. Ah, damn. He broke my guard 2 times in a row. It's too much. Now I gotta do the whole thing all over again. Don't close the door on me. That's rude. This is my house. The reason Det has a silent B was because people wouldn't decide if they wanted... Ow. Oh, immediately dead. It's because someone wouldn't decide if they wanted to say det or det, and some idiots went, everyone speaks Latin, right? So we'll just combine Latin word detum with det. I don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce det and det differently, and just said det. But everyone didn't in fact speak Latin, but it became the official way to spell it anyway. Honestly, I think I prefer seeing det with the B, but that just might be because of the way I was taught to say det. Oh, son of a bitch. I was like, cool, the melee killed him. It didn't. It didn't kill him at all. Stop closing the door! You know what? How about I just don't break the thing down until I get fucking heals? That's a smart idea, right? Ah, you bastard. Oh, I got the Master Challenge finished doing this room. Finally, man, that guy's got a lot of health. I think that was one of the gore nests I needed to complete too. I like how the secret is that you have to complete a challenge. That's the secret. What's the reward? You did the challenge. Debt and debt are pronounced the same as debt. They just make sense. Only reason debt exists is because people wouldn't want to decide between debt and debt, as previously mentioned. Oh, this is the challenge reward. It's a ruby. All I hear... Ow, my hand. Scratched it. All I hear is, stupid people being stupid for stupid reasons. Okay, so we got all that. That's cool. We knocked that side out. And we got the key, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, actually, we have the gold skin on the gun, too. Not that one. Is this one? Oh, it is. Yeah. Ah, yes. I went from reddish metal to yellow reddish metal. It looks so good in these hellish fires. Oh, this is where I saw the Arachnotron. The armored Arachnotron, specifically. Give me ammo. I need more ammo for the super shotgun. I love how Oros just gives the "I'm going to fucking kill you" stare every time you lock in. I mean, that's what you would expect from a lock-in, though, right? I can actually make her look kind of angry too. It's very hard. Like I have to really do like a strong angry expression on my own face. It's kind of like more of a disappointment than an angry, but it works. I think I'll add Ruiner to the English language in my titles. Ruiner of the English language. That is quite a title. Though to be fair, English ruined itself. And still does to this day. The distance of fissures increases. I like that. Ooh, there's a Wraith Stone up there. I can't get to it from there. I have to go around this way. Nope, can't get to it from there either. Alright. Ow! Hold on. This requires a small shotgun. Ow. Ow. I expected these tentacles to die in less shots. I was wrong. It takes two. There's an extra life down here. The hell is hanging off the back of this thing? Oh, wait, no, I already looked at that. I can't go in from here. How do I get back there? Maybe over here? Da, 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 da. I need to turn left. Isn't that the way I just came, though? Hold on. Yeah, it is the way I just came. Oh, there's a door there. That's why I didn't go in. Ah, what we do? I'm okay. Ooh, secret door. Ow. I'm okay. Codex. For Azric. This is a character. Because it's Prince Azric, and I'm surprised it actually didn't say Prince Azric. Born in the shadowed pits of hell's blackest citadel, Azric grew not in sinew, but in dread. Knowledge gleaned from dark priests. While demonkind cowered before the one known as the Doomslayer, the young prince stood before the Elder Council, his voice ringing with ambition. By ancient blood oath, the hordes became his to command. Now Azric consorts with the Witch, a pale sorceress from realms beyond starlight, forging an unholy alliance between the realms. Okay, but that doesn't get me to my secrets. Let's go over here. We'll go back to the main door. That door's locked, but not with the key that I need. It's just locked. Ooh, ruby. And a shrine. Oh, okay. Are you still alive? Oh. There's a trap in there. That has to go somewhere, right? Right? Yeah, it does. Look at me. I've been in these games before. I know how the devs think, usually. I'm gonna go down the normal way. So we got the gold. Door opens when we approach it. And this is why I wanted to come down the normal way, because I was probably gonna screw that up. The Forsaken Plains. Abyss. Word, hold on. I need chapstick. The Abyssal Keep was raised in the shadow of forgotten ages and shaped by the enslaved remains of the Hells Vanquished, a grim tapestry of agony and despair. It has served as the seat of only the most formidable lords of Hell, a throne won through blood and treachery. Now it is the domain of Azric, whose cunning has solidified his rule. At the war's dawn, Domik led an assault against the keep, but underestimated the prince's tactile brilliance, a departure from the brutish rulers of Hell's past. The Sentinels, battered and outmatched, abandoned their mission and left the keep unassailable, bastion of Hell's dominion. There's a chest if I keep going this way. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ow. I'm okay. I'm alive, I think. Oh, I don't want to be up here. Yep, I died. Shit, I died again. I don't even know what was attacking me. I was taking poison damage, but there's only one enemy in the game I know that throws around poison. And it's the Vargay? I don't know what it's called. The weird spider guy. The big, not arachno spider guy. That's a weird distinction, I know. I need to get rid of that commander. Not like that. Oh, come on. You charge in on them and you just kind of take damage. Like, there's times when they do an AoE attack and you charge on them, but you can usually parry that. Sometimes they just do damage. And it's really annoying. There we go. Ow. Ow. You know what? I don't like you. Ah, damn it. I knew he jumped to the side, I just couldn't respond. Now I'm Luca with just some randomized Burmese ruiner of the English language, defender of the first coin, steerman of the Hateful Two, speedrunner of Kirby and Terraria, and engineer of Dust Bowl. That's a lot of titles. Interesting how this time the Revenant didn't spawn on the other side. I don't want to hit him. I want to hit the small ones. Thank you. Ow. Ow! What? Oh. Oh, they're spore bombs. That's what's happening. Okay. Okay. I forgot about the armored Arachnotron up top. Maybe I should add person that will sing Fly Me to the Moon when ladder comboing you with a Bayonetta in Smash Bros. Fly me to the moon so I can dance among the stars. Or however the song goes. Ow, bad timing. I died at the same time as I charged him. Oh yeah, and praiser of cubed thighs and bazongas. Praise the booba. I'm gonna get this. Oh, I thought you were dead. You disappeared on the screen. Oh, come... What was there? Oh, he still wasn't dead! You know, when you blast the flesh and bone off of a face, you expect the thing to be dead. Typically. I'm okay. Where's the Arachnotron? This is for earlier, asshole. What is he gonna do? He has no guns or arms. Ow. I literally just smacked the barrel. Why? I don't know. All right. The big guy is vulnerable. And wow, that was a quick attack. Did you see that spin? I hit him, and it's like he did an immediate 360. Collector of the Rocks is also another title I could add. You could add that one. Ow. I don't like you. Oh, you shoot. Shoot stuff you probably shouldn't be shooting. Woo! I did that on purpose. I wanted to get over here. Where'd they go? I'm tired of underestimating these guys. God damn it. Maybe also a member of the Brotherhood of Idiocy, name of my friend group that has been holding for 12 years at this point. I'm stuck. Oh! Gotcha. Give me your health. And now you're out of titles.
Hellfire core identified. Destroy it to disable the cannon.
Alright. That was fun. My armor's max. I actually have to go in and do this objective. I can't leave the area. No, go lay down. You had your opportunity, buddy. You were up on my lap and you're like, I don't want to be up here anymore. And you just left after like a few minutes. And I was petting you?
Updating local map. One hell cannon remains.
Yay! What constitutes a hell cannon? What makes it more hellish than other cannons in hell? I ask important questions. Oh, it's a gore nest. This is the other gore nest. All right. And then that just takes me off the platform, which is kind of meaningless, but whatever. Ow. Do it. I dare you. Ow. I'm okay. Got him. Give me your heart, buddy. Maximum ammo. That was not a very effective launch pad. What the hell was that? It's more like I just walked off. Weapon skin for which one is it? Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay. Oh, so that's how you get down from up there. No upgrades for melee. Pulverizer. Melee strikes now build up maintain charge. The pulverizer is kind of disappointing, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool aesthetic for a weapon, don't get me wrong. You're grinding up a skull to shoot pieces at enemies as projectiles. Sounds sick. It's a weak gun. I don't really often find myself needing to mow down swaths of swaths of like black characters, you know, imps, soldiers, zombies. There's so much AoE that you passively generate while killing everything else. They just kind of exist and die immediately. See, it wants me to go this way. I don't want to go that way. Oh, okay. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was weird. Ow. What the hell did you... Oh, right. I was like, I don't see the Arachnotron. Where did the Mancubus come from? He just happened to spawn? Life soul acquired. Okay, so I think I need to jump across here. Oh, damn it. I gotta go around. Ow. Got you. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, I chopped his leg off to steal his heart. He's floating. And now he's gone. The hell are you? That was some really crappy animation on the tower breaking, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't pay attention to it too much during the first one, but that was just, like, really bad.
There's a power core nearby that still holds a charge. You can use it to get the other Atlan online.
Okay. Up here, there's nothing up here. I want to come over here. Where do you take me? Ooh. And then drop down because I need to go through a hole. Oh, almost landed in the lava. There we go. One more ruby for the pile. Where did you come from? Everything was dead. I've already been through there. We got all the secrets, surprisingly already. We got 3 rubies. We got all the upgrades. We need to find the, we know where the Wraithstone is, and there's a lot of gold to still collect. The problem with the ruby is not in how to find, or not the ruby, in the Wraithstone, isn't how to find it, it's how to get to it. So we already know where it is. It's over. Hold on. Here. Oh, it's over by the main objective. Well, that's dandy. Why would I ever use anything other than the super shotgun? It's so strong. It kind of makes for boring content, I guess, though, if you don't really like watching someone run around with a shotgun the whole time. Oh, there's a piece of gold down there I missed. Hold on. I gotta go back for the gold. Don't know how I didn't run into it, but I didn't. Where the hell did you come from? Are they just randomly spawning on me at this point? There is another box of gold. It's not really in the I was gonna say trajectory. It's not in the direction of the objective, but I can get to it by going to it. Can I place markers? No. All right, so just head this direction. Unfortunately, the compass doesn't have any markers on it either. Annihilation. I think I just go up this. Oh, right, the door. I can't get through the door. And why is this here? We go around this side. I was gonna try to investigate trying to get over here before I ran into one of the primary objectives. Oh, there's a hole. Is there? This is all cliff. You can't really get there. This is a weird one. There's no doors. Another randomly spawning demon, I guess. There's no doors per se to open. Can't climb any cliff sides. There's no back entrance. It's like you have to volley over the robot. Wait. Maybe? Maybe. Let's hit the shrine real quick. Can I get onto his hand? I don't think I can. What about his arm? No. Well, it was worth a try. The mech isn't really built to be climbed on anyways. See, even the part that sticks off of the side of the ramp, you can get onto it, but it kind of just slips off. Wait, wasn't this closed earlier? Oh yeah, it was. I broke through it. Doesn't get me any closer to the box of gold though. This doesn't make sense. There's nothing accessible. There's no underground passage. There's no cliffside to jump down from. It's kind of like you're supposed to somehow come over the robot and this exists here, but I don't know how you're even supposed to possibly get there. Maybe through the robot? Is there like a passage through it where it's like shattered or broken and you just have to find a way in? That would make sense. But there's not. Because most of it's buried underground. Can't climb over the rock. Game just kind of rejects it. Hey, climb up on the shoulder pad? Nope. Stuck. Okay, so shots don't even hit it. It just kind of hits the space around it. Which is fair. It's not intended to be used, I guess. There's nothing to strike. Like, even the shield can't be used in this situation. Is there anything that can look down into it that's close enough, though? Maybe there's a lever somewhere, or a power gear? It really isn't. Wow, they really made this one chest that difficult to reach. This is the closest overlooking cliffside that you can actually use. And the only thing that was up here was a piece of armor. Okay. Those don't actually explode like I thought they did. I was wrong. The only thing I can think of is that it's not actually... It's not a secret, right? Because if it was a secret, I wouldn't have 10 out of 10. So the only thing I can think of is like the mission objective updates at some point, and you have to go back there to collect the gold? I guess. Well, I'm gonna push the objective because I'm out of ideas. I have nothing else to try. I'm out of ideas. Ow. I died. I'm stuck in something goopy and slow effect. What? Well, since I can't collect the Wraith Stone, clearly we're not done with the level. Oh, yeah, this is gonna do something, isn't it?
Energy level stable at 92%.
Wait, that sounded like Vega. But that can't be Vega, because Vega was the father. And this is before the events of the father. I think. Oh no, Vega was missing from before the events of the Slayer. That's what they said. The father was being held on Urdak. No, not on Urdak. Somewhere. The sphere of the All-Father was being held somewhere outside of Urdak from before the time of the Slayer. That's what they said. Yes. Detonated and ricocheted shredder projectiles deal more projectile damage. The burster cause secondary pincushion or ricochet damage to demons with the rail spike shredder. So basically they explode. Yep. I was thinking about it too hard. Because of course I was. Oh, damn it. I pushed my luck trying to throw the shield against the other guys in back. With the lurker guy right in front of me, or whatever he's called. You should not have been able to run over that. That's stupid. Oh, that was a tank. I just shield bashed a tank and it vanished. Interesting. Oh my god, it really was as simple as just pushing the objective forward. That's the problem with just like showing everything on the map, is that it makes you feel like you should be able to reach it and you can't. Now that is the end of the level. I still didn't collect everything. What? What do you mean? I got all the golden collectibles. How am I at 99%? This is slow. What didn't I complete? Oh no. I think I know what it was. I didn't do the challenge. I didn't do the challenge. Cause damage to 5 or more demons. Wait, no, then what? I only saw 2 challenges though. It only showed 2 when I showed the map. Cause damage to 5 or more demons with a single rocket launch 5 times. Unless it didn't populate it until after I picked up the rocket launcher. That would do it. That's stupid. Because they're trying to tell you that they're not trying to tell you that you're going to get the rocket launcher until you have it. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. I don't remember any of the other levels doing that. I have to go through an entire map so that I can do that challenge now if I want to go back and 100% it. Wow, that's bad. Halfway through the game, though. Chapter 11 of 22. It's a longer game than I expected.
Autopilot engaged. System reboot in progress.
That sounds annoying. It is annoying. I really don't remember having to complete challenges. Or maybe I just ended up completing the challenges passively by using the new guns. But at this point in the game, I'm so far into upgrading weapons and stuff that I don't actively switch between guns, so I didn't do it. That would explain it.
Atlas online. Manual controls are now active.
I feel like they're trying to rip off the idea of an Atlas. Atlas online. It's literally 1 letter off. Ow. Oh, right. I have to dodge. What are the challenges for this one? Only 2 right now. Crushinator. Damage 2 or more titans with a single stomp attack. That's relatively simple. I just need to find a situation where there's 2 titans available. And then get them together so I can do that. Got it.
Azric's fortress is ahead.
I'm sorry, is that a weapon unlock for the Atlan? Oh, it might be just the Gatling gun like the last time. The giant dual-wielding Gatling. Or chain gun, however you want to call it. No, that is not the same gun. Is this a giant shotgun? The supercharge. Oh, no, it's telling me to perform a supercharge. Oh, it does additional damage for doing a supercharge. Bye. Bye. I tell them to go back to hell, but we're already there. Oh, that's... You did not give me a gun for that and then make me throw it away. Why do game developers like to take things away from us? I think I get out of the robot here. Yep.
The makers have.
Okay, I don't know why a suit started talking to me. The AI came out of nowhere. It really did. I'm not just kind of like overly nitpicking here. I don't know when I started getting an AI to talk to me.
That Azric's signal is still inside.
And it's clearly the voice actor of Vega, which is, I'm fine with that. It's just weird. Or it sounds very similar to Vega. Oh, that's the Slayer symbol. Before he had the Slayer symbol. It's on his shield, but... Ooh, rune. That's what it is. New rune. Holy Swarm. You have acquired a new shield room, Holy Swarm. When activated, Holy Swarm will launch out and seek blades in a wide... launch out seeking blades in a wide arc. These blades will hunt down and deal damage to targets. Yeah, but is it better than the fissure? You can now switch your active shield room in the dossier at any time. You can view currently equipped currently unlocked upgrades and preview upcoming ones. Yeah, thanks for telling me how to use the menu system again. Too hand-holdy. Just so hand-holdy. Stop holding my hand. I'm going to go unlock some of these. Wait, hold on now. They hit a secret on top of the robot! I missed. Ooh, Atlan. Summon additional ethereal dagger. See, they called them blades. Now they're calling them daggers. It's ethereal daggers increase dagger damage. Summon additional daggers. Wait, are they all? Oh, it's because I'm hovering over it. Summon even more. So yeah, more daggers, daggers, and more daggers. Summon the maximum amount of daggers and damage. I might have been covering up and missing what the text of the additional ones were, but they were exactly what I was reading, so it doesn't really matter. I love it. Oh, you suck. There's armor and health for me to go back to, maybe not. Oh, yep, I can grab it. Got it. Ow. So does that mean I have a new challenge to complete? Yes. Damage 3 or more demons with as the Slayer. As the Slayer? As if I can play something else, right? As the Slayer with a single Holy Swarm volley 5 times. I have... Why does the challenge say as the Slayer? Why would it reference as the Slayer when there isn't someone else to play? I was gonna say, there's a big interesting tower over here, and there's nothing marking it. There's gotta be something inside. Secret or no secret. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I kind of just wanted him to, like, become parryable, but I guess they don't count. Ow! Ow! It doesn't do it every time you parry something, though. That's kind of annoying. Like, that's how it reads, right? Summon additional ethereal daggers to increase the... No, that's not the one. Unleash a swarm of ethereal daggers that spread out and seek nearby demons. It doesn't specifically say every time you parry, I will admit, but it also is insinuating that you get the daggers every time you parry. With all the hand-holding they do in this game, and honestly the previous games, they could have been a little bit more descriptive on that. They have the realty. Just do it. Just use the space. Azrak, I'm here. Where's my money, bitch? Kill Azrak. That's the mission. Just kill him. Rip and tear until it is done. I'm plundering your gold, asshole. If you want it, you better come out. It's mission 11 of 22. This isn't even close to the end of the game.
Our time will come.
I knew it, you chicken bitch. Chicken bitch? Chicken shit. Gotcha. Nothing can stop me now. Because literally everyone else dies.
We need you at the command station. Opening a portal now.
Don't trust Creed. That is the level. That is that level. It's a couple of Titan beatdowns and a few short fights. Devs somehow are often too handholdy while at the same time not telling us what we need to know, what we want to know. After watching more streamers, I started realizing why they are so handholdy. Why did you realize why they're so handholdy? Is it because people tend to not be able to understand the nuances that they make? Trust me, as someone who has built something for people on a computer, I can understand how hard it can be to provide certain instructions, because when you sit there and you work on something for hours on end, those things that you're working on become secondhand nature to you. You know what they are because you built them and you've been testing them for so long. However, in a video game that requires something to be very specific, you kind of have to provide that information. It's not that similar. Especially when you're talking about people who've probably been working in the industry for at least 5 years plus. I don't know why it switches to my masteries. Why did it leave? I didn't tell it to stop. We're not even close to done. Sentinel Command Station. The Sentinels prepare for Creed's arrival at Thera's command station. I was trying to change my gun and it wouldn't let me until the elevator stopped. That was kind of weird. I didn't expect that. Ooh. What's wrong, guys? Why can't I go in? Is there something wrong? Did I do something? Do I make you nervous? Do I frighten you? Is there something in there you don't want me to see? Huh? What's wrong?
His Eminence, the Bishop Creed, has arrived. Access control zones in effect.
Shoot him? I can't even shoot the... I can pull my shield up, but I can't shoot. Oh! You're blocking me too, huh? Both of you? Huh? Why are you taller than me? Why are they taller than me? Now I can shoot. Oh, Bishop Creed, where are you? I have some choice words with your blubbery ass.
Security clearance required.
Well, now they're just being rude.
Access denied.
What was that? What was that? Something fell out of the ceiling, didn't it? You saw that, right? Was that intentional? What was that? There's no hole or anything. There's nothing other than some debris and some shells. Shell canisters, I guess. I don't know. Hey guys, can you open the door for me?
Access denied. Attack warning red.
I don't like this. Scotty, beat me up! Right, beat me up!
All
That
personnel, please evacuate the facility.
Is under attack. Scramble the air units. All hands to battle station.
It's Creed. Either way, I have upstairs neighbors that are very enthusiastic about their relationship, or there's a giant monster. Well, Creed is pretty fat, so yeah, I guess he's the giant monster. But it's Creed.
They must be after the Creed.
No. They're after Thera.
Hull breach. Damage on multiple levels.
Move the Creed to the command deck.
Don't move the Creed to the command deck. Decked. Thera's command station drifts like a steel leviathan over the frozen tundras of Argent Danor's northern frontier. A marvel of Sentinel engineering forged during the Crimson Uprising. Suspended by Argent-powered graviton engines and towering structures pierces the icy mists bristling with defensive batteries and energy disruptors capable of repelling even the fiercest invaders. But decades ago, and encased in reinforced wraith steel to counter the relentless assaults of the Ironclad tribes, it has since become the nerve center of Commander Thera's operations in the war against Hell. Oh, built! I said built, but. I thought it said but. English ain't Englishing. Ow! Assholes. Oh, Creed! You've got some splaining to do! It's glowing. Hello? Creed? Where are you? I know what you're up to.
Something massive is coming through.
Is it Creed?
Ensign, prepare the Slayer's Dragon.
Something massive is coming through. That's what she said. Oh, snap. Ow. I don't even know what my challenges are. Punching bag. Strike a battle knight with a melee attack 10 times. Kill 10 demons with explosive barrels and open 2 secret key doors. The last time they had a dragon map, which was the first and only time so far, I did not find everything in it because I didn't know where the secret landing was. And I'm still disappointed. That's the Punisher. Or whatever. Pulverizer. No. Chain shot. Should have been called the Punisher. This thing is amazing. Look at this thing. Look at it. It literally is just a cannon launcher with a retractable ball. Sexy. Or he. You know, I don't judge. You do you. Creed! What the fuck was that? Ow! Distracted. I saw a giant tentacle. I was intrigued. I mean, surprised. I can't jump that. Come on. As if. Well, they got obliterated. Ain't no other way saying it. They got obliterated as fuck. I do like how the shot pierced the enemy through the glass. It didn't just pierce the enemy and hit the glass, it broke the glass. Hey, I need you guys to come over here real quick. Look like it's not the upstairs neighbors unless they are into some weird tentacle stuff. Someone's into some weird tentacle stuff. Ow, hurt. I need more ammo. You know, it wasn't even worth it. I missed. I had meant to shoot the barrel. Didn't hit the barrel. As a matter of fact, I didn't even look at the barrel. I just shot and killed the enemy. Oh. Are you the Battle Knight? Yeah, you are. Ow! I died. The only times I typically die at this point in the game is because I'm trying to complete challenges. Oh, really? I have to start this over? Alright, whatever. I don't think that's a tentacle. Ow. Forgot about you guys. At least I can kill more people with barrels. Come on. Get on over here. Everybody gather up. Don't be shy. Get a little bit closer. There you go. That's it. Come on. You can do it. Challenge complete. Cubes! What cubes? I don't see cubes. Apparently I'm not allowed to go anywhere on this base, even though it's exploding. Ow, I'm in pain. I don't like it. Now I'm dead. Behind, praise them. Are you talking about the ones on the ground? Of the ones on the ground, as if there's floating cubes somewhere. Where am I now? Why am I pointing that door? I don't need you. You're not a battle knight. You're a battle knight. Done. Now I don't need you. Right in half. You mean these cubes? Man, these ain't nothing to my tungsten cube. These cubes ain't shit. Not upstairs neighbors, but it's something massive penetrating repeatedly, followed by lots of loud noises, so I wasn't far off. If you could see me shrugging my shoulders, you would see me shrugging my shoulders. Instead, it just makes it look like I'm incredibly, disturbed. And I don't need to make a face for that. I'm always disturbed. Secret door! I just need to find the secret key. Where are you? Secret key! Did Creed eat you? Did he mistake you for something else? I can expect it. The guy doesn't look like he really stops eating anything. Well, that's disappointing. You're not wrong. No, you're not wrong. So he can break through doors, but I'm not allowed to break through doors. I see. We're doing double standards now. I've never let them get that summoning circle off. I don't think I'll ever let them. Not that I can't handle whatever would come through it, because I don't expect anything really surprising at this point. But why would I? Can't wait for a Doom game to have somewhat destructible terrain someday. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where they take Doom from here. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and yes, it's not a direct prequel because they already said before the game launched, it will not end in the same way that Doom 2016 begins. So they could fill the gap with whatever they want. They could reboot it again, for all they care. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no clue. Not a clue. Or Doom-like. They could do it with Quake. Quake could be rebuilt or rebooted, and they could do it in there. But
Keep trying.
it hasn't really ever made games with destructive environments before, and I'm not going to count destructive assets like movable things and tables and stuff. I know what you're asking for, but I can't think of any game that they have done that has had that kind of feature to it. I don't want to go that way. I don't know how that's a secret. It's pretty blatantly there. Why are there fireballs in a ventilation system? Ow. Okay, so I can go backwards, which means the key is not behind me. Unless there's a door somewhere else. New weapon. Is it the final melee weapon, or is it something else like the BFG? No, it's a different shredder thing. The Ravager similarly also uses skulls. The Ravager focuses a hail of bone shards into a tighter spread. The fire rate ramps up over time, allowing for massive damage output at the cost of movement speed. Damaging enemies at close range enhances damage. So it has a tighter and improved speed over time from the other gun, but it still wants you to use it in close proximity because it increases damage the closer you are to something. I like it. Let's give it a shot. I mean, it looks almost exactly the same. It's just slightly narrower. Oh, it's basically just like a machine pistol or a machine shotgun. Oh, I kind of like the nuance of doing it with melee. As long as you have like melee charges up, you just kind of keep going. But you gotta be careful, as I am not. I died because I'm stupid. Oh, I got killed by something AoE based. Fuck yeah, machine gun, skull grinder, shotgun. That is absolutely the way of explaining it. I heard you on the side. Don't think you almost got away with that, you bastard. I gotcha. Health upgrade. I'm surprised that I'm not getting Doom and Fortnite recommended more since I started watching you. Actually, I am well, because so here's the thing. Twitch doesn't really have an algorithm. So unless you're watching content on YouTube, you're really not going to see those things getting recommended to you on Twitch. See, that's the thing. Twitch doesn't have an algorithm. They just boost people based on their viewership. They don't care what you like. They're not tracking it. At least, they're not tracking it in a way that it comes back to benefit you. It doesn't come back to say, hey, we noticed you watched this person. We think you should watch that person. I'm conflicted on how I want to wipe out this room of enemies. I can do whatever I want. There's no challenge binding me.
Townships have entered the airspace. They're blocking our flight decks. We need the Slayer in the air. The station won't last much longer.
Really? Why the F am I getting bombarded by femboys? I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that there's more of them at this point. But yeah, Twitch doesn't really, as far as I'm aware, Twitch does not have an algorithm to recommend channels to you. Because here's the thing, I watch VTubers all the time. I also don't typically look at anything that would be considered recommended, but like if I go to my Twitch homepage, right? Like if I just go to Twitch, right? Like if I just go to Twitch. Hold on, why is it you? There we go. The person I see at the top, they have a live channels we think you'll like. And some of them are people I already follow. As a matter of fact, most of them are people I've either followed or I've already been to their channel previously to watch them. And then there's a bunch of VTubers underneath of it. But that's a specific genre. That's Together for AAPI Voices. That doesn't surprise me that there's a lot of VTubers in that. So yeah. Not real. I mean, they might have some light level algorithms going on, but not really. Like I said, they're all people I've already viewed before or followed, and then everything else is, it's a Fortnite channel. Recommended small communities, indie games, VTubers, party games, fighting games, Twitch ambassadors, pro players, and so on and so forth. They're not really recommending me anything that I would necessarily say I enjoy. It's just, here's a list of things that you've probably visited at some point in the recent past, and then variant topics. And the Smash Bros, half my Twitch thingy are Super Smash Bros with 200 viewers. I have no clue. Like I said, I could be wrong, but as to my knowledge, Twitch doesn't have any heavy algorithm system to recommend channels to you. And there's people, like, there's only like 5 channels on the one that says, we think you might like this. I didn't look too deep, so it could be more, but like a, because it's a side-scrolling thing, it's not like a thing that actively just continues down the page. You have to push buttons and stuff. How do I get over here? Okay, the access to this space, which there's a rune back here, is not going to be from anywhere else. And if there's a rune there, I find it hard that I'm not coming here for the primary objective later. So I'm going to keep pushing forward.
We can't stop them.
Oh, now you're kind of shorter than me? I don't know. Smash, Doom, Fortnite, and Pokemon are my recommendations right now. I guess it took some time. I don't know. Because I would imagine a lot of my channels are being taken. My channel recommendations, wouldn't they be taken over by like the channels or not the channels, the games I've been playing? But I haven't seen any of those. I haven't seen any blueprints, any of the Dooms, because I did 2016 Eternal, as you know. I haven't seen any Dark Ages. No Fortnite. Because Twitch doesn't really do a great job of trying to, like, elevate people who aren't heavily bringing viewership to the platform. And, I mean, from a business perspective, why would you, right? They're in it for the money. They're not in it for, you know, the community, so to speak. And so as a fact of business, who are you going to elevate? You're going to elevate the people who have the most viewerships. There are some times when they might have like a little person on like a front page somewhere at random, but you have to really work to get to front page. Most people I don't think are really ever on it. They're either part of some sort of sponsorship or they have just a ungodly following. Trying to be real careful with the secrets of this level, because I feel like I'm going to be able to miss things really easily, and I'm not specifically sure why. Still can't get to that key. That's a secret. I'm not even interested in Fortnite and only vaguely interested in Doom. Why am I being recommended that? I mean, the only thing I could suggest is that because you've been watching me, but that's the only thing that really makes sense. Also, my chronic stomach conditions are putting me through pain right now, so thanks for being there, I guess. Yeah, no problem. I have chronic stomach pain sometimes, too. It's really annoying. Usually it's because of my diet, but sometimes it's just my stomach doesn't like what I do, or it's just not happy in general. There's a commander somewhere, and I don't like them. Found you. God damn it. I'm going through 60% of being kicked in the balls in my stomach right now. Ooh. That doesn't sound great at all. I know exactly how that feels. what the fuck? Where'd you guys spawn from? Oh, I remember what this room was. Yeah. And then this was just before having to kill the Mancubus from across the canyon. Yep. Alright, 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 alright. Okay. Oh, that killed me! I guess if you fall during combat, it does damage. But if you fall outside of combat, it doesn't. I don't know why it was switched to that gun. I only ever used the spike one. Is that the wide one or the narrow one? Okay, that was the narrow one. They do need to make it they should have made it a little bit more distinct. I will say that. Ow. Ugh. Come on. Yeah, I was able to determine most of my stomach problems were kind of my own doing, though. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. Because I don't exactly eat the healthiest food. I'm not going to lie about that. I eat so much fast food. It's just quick and easy. I would have said it was cheap, but fast food is not cheap anymore. Not in the US. Although, because I have testicular torsion early in my life, so I don't know how I felt before that. My friends are impressed how easily I take being kicked in the balls. Hey man, I guess that's technically a superpower, huh? I can't take the take my shield up in time when they get over. I don't want to be here right now. Alright, I'm gonna handle this a little bit better than I did last time. I didn't expect there to be, like, an entire army of enhanced soldiers, so... No, let's do this one. Damn it. Stupid snake people. I eat almost only healthy self-cooked meals, and I was stuck in the hospital for multiple weeks last year, and that really sucks. I mean, I'm not the perfect picture of health at all. Most days I'm fine, but I have numerous undiagnosed health issues that doctors just kind of, they're like, well, we think we ruled out the worst issues, so come back if it gets worse, kind of things. For instance, my stomach issues. I can easily say that I pinpointed personally, not through doctors, that most of my issues were self-inflicted, usually because of a diet, but for the most part, I'm better now. But that doesn't mean all of my issues were directly related to my diet specifically. For instance, there are times when if I try to drink soda, soda's far less likely. If I try to drink soda, usually if it's like early in the day, I will have severe stomach pain. And the stomach pain doesn't go away. It goes away. Never mind. Let me rephrase that. The stomach pain will go away, but it takes time. and it hurts. It really hurts. It's kind of like someone shoved a hot nail into my stomach, and I don't know why. I went and had a colonoscopy, and they're like, we don't know what's wrong with you. And it's like, wow, that's great. But more so is not when I drink sodas. It's when I drink alcohol. And it hurts really badly. And I don't know why. So I just have to put up with it. Sometimes I can drink, sometimes I can't. The problem is I don't know when it's going to happen. So I just take a chance. If I start hurting, then I stop drinking. If I don't start hurting, then I keep drinking. I don't bleed. I don't have any of those issues, so there's nothing seemingly wrong other than physical pain. But obviously, if you're feeling pain, you should stop doing something. For me, it's just that I have 10% chance that my stomach decides to feel like I ate nails every day. See, that really sucks. And then aside from my stomach issues, I suffer from essential tremors, and I don't know what causes them. I've had MRIs, I've had CAT scans. I went to the doctors today. I've had them for over a decade at this point too, by the way. And I had these things done very early on when I first started noticing them. But the doctors literally told me, you seem fine for now. If it gets worse, come back. It's like, that's not really the answer to my problem. You're just saying you're giving up on me after like a week of testing. And it wasn't really even a week. They did the CAT scan, they did the MRI, and that was it. And it was like, well, it's not a brain tumor, so you're good. It's like, okay, cool. They did do blood tests too. I'm not going to say that they didn't do other tests. But like, that's it. And don't get me wrong, sometimes issues are just hard to diagnose. But like, they just passed me off as like some sort of mystery case that, you know, you're not dying in the immediate moment. So, oh well. Come back when we can make more money off you, I guess. I took some medications to try and improve on it. They're beta blockers, but they didn't help. They didn't do anything for me. And today I went to the doctors to get an ultrasound on my thyroid, because maybe my thyroid's having problems, and that could potentially be an issue. Oh, that's not good. There we go. So, yeah, I have issues too. The tremors are the worst. Usually they're mostly not an issue, but I have struggled with wanting to do anything that requires being out in the heat and doing like manual labor, or just doing things that are physical, for the fact that it makes them come out. And if I go outside and I do yard work and I come back in for the next couple of hours, or even it hasn't really happened before, but at worst it'll probably last all day, where I can kind of barely hold a cup still, and it looks like I have Parkinson's. That's what it is. And that's the kind of thing where they're just like, you seem okay, but if it gets worse, come back. It's like, yeah, it gets worse at times, but it usually, you know, resolves itself for a while, and then it comes back. It really just depends. So, United States healthcare system at its finest, I guess. Finally. That's been dealt with. Also a 40% chance to have diarrhea, and 1% chance to shit blood, and 20% chance to throw up, 40% if I travel in a car or bus. Ooh. So you get motion sickness then. Because that's the only thing I can think of that would actually affect that, is motion sickness. Oh, look! A gaggle of cultists around a circle. Bye. I'm gonna laugh when I get through the game and I find out that that whole thing right there is literally like, oh, you don't want to kill them. You actually want them to spawn a demon. Because it's special. And you get stuff for it. Is that a key in there? There's a key. How do I get to it? A key!
Commander, the rift is getting larger.
The rift is getting larger, which means more fucking tentacle, tendril, leg things, whatever. Ooh. Secret. Really? Bursting through that did not get me a secret? Ow. Expect the unexpected. I'll take that, thank you. Wait. Or not? There we go. It's also that people on the bus really like to have way too much oh yeah, I hate that Tumu. I wouldn't say I've gotten a full-blown headache from it, but it does irritate me. Wear too much perfume sometimes and smell like drugs, and the metro stops often smell like piss. Fortunately, although I live in a city, I do not technically really live in a very heavy metropolitan area like New York or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about that. And because I'm in the United States, it's not very odd for me to have my own vehicle in such a state. So that I also have going for me. I have taken public transportation at times, but I don't require public transportation. Like, I've never needed to take a city bus because I've always had a car. But I've been on trains, I've been on cars, or, well, I've been in taxis or Ubers or whatever. I've been on trains and planes and boats. Not like, boats for travel, but just in general. I do get motion sick on boats that have gone past the whatchamacallit, horizon, like to the point where you can no longer see shore from any direction. And when that happens, that's when I become motion sick. It's really weird. I can be on a boat anywhere else and I'm fine. Put me outside the point where I can't see land. No, I'm done. It's not a mental thing. I don't think, because I don't mind being on a boat. I can hold my own, I can stand around, I can move around on a boat while it's going. I've been on larger fishing boats, I've been on like smaller private fishing boats. It happens on all of them. I've never been on a cruise ship, so I'm curious what would happen if I'm on a cruise ship. But I'm probably going to have to take Dramamine if I go on a cruise ship. I just used my bike. German stereotype confirmed. You live in Europe. You could literally walk across the street and be in a different country. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but I know it actually happens too. So, yeah, that's not that hard to expect. I'm sure plenty of people in Europe have bikes. It's actually probably far more done in Europe than it is in the United States, to be honest. Which is sad, because there's no reason for us to not be able to do it. While the United States is larger as a country than most other countries, its states are basically the size of a standard country. So they're not that special. You're not likely to accidentally just walk into another state unless you live near the edge, though. So, you know. How is that a secret? It's literally... Oh, because you have to turn around. You just use my bike. I need to backtrack so I can get some secrets I don't currently have. Assuming it'll let me. That's a big brain. Why do you guys have a big brain? What are you doing with the big brain? Where's Creed? Oh, I can't go backwards. Oh, that's cheap. Yeah. Can't go. Well, I guess this technically takes me back. Oh, this takes me to the room with the rune in it. Yeah. Like I said, the objective was probably going to take me here at some point. I don't expect the runes to ever be outside of my reach and through a level. It's one of those things that the game's going to always kind of give you. I become motion sick on everything other than a motorcycle. For that, I can thank my mother, who was very nice biker gang punker before I was born, and still had a motorcycle for part of my life. But why do you get sick on standard transportation? So like if you're in a car, do you get motion sick if you drive? If you've ever driven? Or is it only as a passenger? Or is it something like you only get motion sickness in the front of the car or as a back passenger? You've acquired the new shield rune auto turret. When activated, shoulder-mounted auto turrets is summoned to fire at your enemies for a short time. It will automatically select targets closest to where you are aiming. How is that a rune? A rune is something that kind of provides like a kind of magic thing. You have a fissure. You have ethereal daggers that spawn. And then a turret. How does that fit? Don't get me wrong, I love an auto turret. I love auto turrets in video games so much. And there's nothing more satisfying than placing or building or summoning something that just sits there and annihilates your enemies while you sit back and watch. But thematically, this doesn't make sense. I can see better on a motorcycle. That's it. Maybe. Let's see what the upgrades are for the turret. The duration of the turret is increased. Demons damaged by the turret drop health. That's a good one. And the auto turret rate of fire and damage per shot is increased. Those aren't bad. Depending on how long it actually lasts, this might be pretty good to take. Yeah, I can be upset about the thematics, but whatever. I'm still gonna use it, probably. Does that introduce another challenge? No. I think they just didn't, like, maybe it's because it already had 2 challenges, but I think they just didn't spawn that one challenge on the level until after you pick the weapon up. I don't know. It's stupid. Also, motorcycle has better ventilation. Of course it has better ventilation, Lutendo. It doesn't have an internal section. It's completely outside. The only thing that removes the ventilation is putting a helmet on. And I'm talking like a full head helmet, not a partial skull cap or anything. Exactly. Are you sure you get motion sick, or are you claustrophobic? I need to go back here. Oh, you spawn at the worst time, you piece of crap. How? Gotcha. Woo, that was close. Oh, and everything dies. Everything else despawns. Emmett just grabbed all my socks together. Well, all of them. There's 2 of them. He just grabbed my socks together just to lay on them. He's a weirdo. I'm not claustrophobic. It just might be the air plus motion sickness that makes it really bad for me. For me, motorcycle is still minimally bad, but I have only had to throw up if it was feeling very bad already. So if you are already kind of feeling sick, then the motorcycle would make you feel bad. Or worse, to the point where you might get sick. Versus other modes of transportation where they're more likely to just set it off. That really sucks. Creed! You fat piece of shit! Ow. Why that one? Why did that one get monsters spawning outside of it? That's all of those, and all the challenges are done. Okay, Sentinel guy on the side. No one asked you. Not as many cinematics at this point in the game. There were a lot of cinematics really early on in the first couple of levels. Not so far at this point. Kind of feels like they scaled them back a little bit so that you could focus on the levels. You can thank my mother that only got little me used to motorcycle and mostly bike. It might be. At that point, though, it's kind of a psychological issue, I think, than a physiological, though. I've met other people, not like directly, but I've known or talked to people in conversation who are similarly like strong motion sickness issues, and I don't know if any of them have ever had like a specific indicator as to what the cause might be. Oh, it's absolutely annoying. I mean, I went on a fishing trip with my dad once, and like I was like 17 years old. We went out onto a not super deep sea fishing trip, but it was pretty far out. It was to the point where like the waters where we live are very brackish near the shore, meaning that they're cold, they're murky and muddy and brown, and we got to the point where the water was warmer and bluer Not necessarily see-through. And we didn't go into the water, but I knew the water was warmer. And we did a relatively deep-sea fishing trip. And I spent, like, the first half hour of that entire trip incapacitated on the inside of the ship. And it was a relatively large boat. Just because of motion sickness. And it sucked. I mean, I got better. That's the thing for me. My motion sickness is not permanent. If I get sick, which I don't think I've ever actually gotten sick from my motion sickness, or if I go lay down and let it pass, then it stops. It's like a triggered timed debuff or something. But it fades and it doesn't come back. So it's like, why? Why am I getting motion sick? The closest thing I've done to fishing was swimming in a lake and having the fish bite you. Oh god, some fish have some terrible teeth. Ugh. Now I'm thinking about fish I don't want to think about. The command station is under attack as the Slayer pilots Seret into battle. There's a fish with teeth like a human. It's disturbing. It's dragon time. All right. Challenges are... There's only 2, which means I'm going to probably unlock a new weapon or something that will provide me a new challenge at some point, maybe. Perform 5 perfect dodges. And chase and destroy 2 Hellfire ships.
Ride it back into that rift.
It isn't a demon. Energy readings are all wrong.
Ow.
Those tentacles are ripping the station apart. Take them out. Subsection barrier is down. Lower levels accessible.
Ooh, what's this? For me, it only fades halfway, and I feel sick for the next 3 to 6 hours, if only a little sick. It normally lasts for about 30 minutes. Yeah, no, I've never had lingering effects like that either. It, like, once it fades, it's gone. It's like I wasn't sick before. Maybe it's related to my neurological issues, though. I think my tremors are neurological, and I don't know if they've ever properly tested me for that, but I think it is. But the thing about it, and why I can't directly be upset with my doctors, is because tremors can have many sources, and not all of them are known. And the way I always explain it to people is the reason why they call them essential tremors, not a doctor, is because they essentially don't know why you have them. If they knew what it was, if they could accurately... What are the purples? Ah, what the fuck are you? I died. It killed me. I forget what I was saying. I was distracted by the giant brain. You're not a behemoth. You're not a cacodemon or a elemental pain. What the hell was that thing? And now I'm dead. I don't know what hit me. I wasn't even being attacked. I just died. The fish weren't anything really painful. It was the kind that bites off. Oh, one of those fish. What was I saying? Essential tremors can't be diagnosed. If they knew what it was, they wouldn't be calling it an essential tremor. Like Parkinson's, for instance. They can diagnose Parkinson's without having to call them essential tremors. They might diagnose them as essential tremors before you've been diagnosed with Parkinson's, but that's different. It's more of a blanket illness for when they don't know what the cause is. And that's unfortunately my situation. And the real scary part isn't that I have them. It's that I don't know if they're ever going to get worse, and if I'm ever going to be in a state where I can't properly take care of myself. Because that's terrifying. For now, I'm a fully bodied, able adult as far as anybody knows. But you never know. I'm so glad I turned around because I saw the attack go off and it didn't register on me until like just before the attack turned or reached me. All right, he's dead. Hi, Anna. On the positive of my stomach problems, in response to the pain of my stomach. Hold on, I need to make sure I don't die to this guy real quick. Shouldn't be fighting him like I usually fight Mancubi because he's a boss demon, which is usually diving into them to try and kill them. That's just gonna get me killed needlessly. On the positive of my stomach problems, in response to the pain of my stomach, muscles normally contract, which is basically very painful, automatic, small workout. Eee, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Hellgate destroyed.
Hey yo. I think that was the last ammo upgrade too. Hellship. Oh, no, you don't. Why are you so fast? Get back here, you. Oh, okay. Got him. Of course he dragged me to an objective. Oh! Oh, damn it. Still don't know exactly what the purple attacks are for.
First tentacle destroyed.
Send help. I'm so tired. I don't know how I'm supposed to help you with that. Oh look, they are tentacles! We were right the first time. They're giant tentacles. Oh no, you don't. Get back here! Stop running away! I was gonna say, would you die already? My God. All right, so we got those. No. There aren't really any collectibles other than the other armor upgrades, so. Ow. 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 Oh, great. Now I get to shoot this tentacle thing. Ow. Don't worry, I'm smart. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Ow. I wasn't paying attention. It's only 7, but I may crawl into bed. It appears they are into weird tentacle stuff. I mean, it's hell. They always have weird tentacle stuff in hell. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where did I go? Where did I come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe. Me too good. Don't threaten me with a good time. I like how the objective is literally sitting in the middle of the air. Okay. Yes, this is in fact a spot. Where exactly am I going? Am I going down? Oh. I mean, let's go down the rest of the path, I guess. Me to God. Don't threaten me with a good time. I don't know. I think those tentacles might be a little bit too big. Just a little bit. Clip it. Damn it. That is clippable, isn't it? Stop running away! There you go. That marker objective is not going away. I don't think it actually is part of anything. Or maybe it... Oh, what are you? I don't like that. Ow. Yeah, what now, asshole? Ow. Beat ya. Leader detected. I did not like that. Fucking spawned right in front of me. Why am I taking so much damage and from what? No, not. Nope. 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 I'm stuck. Something was behind me. I couldn't move backwards. Oh, it was just this stupid. It's the stupid poison stuff. There's too many soldiers just firing random shots. I hate it. There was a tank before? Why is there a tank? Well, there's not a tank now. Ow. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just trying to get some health. Got him. Got him. You missed it. Did I miss something, or did you miss the clip?
All tentacles have been cleared. Threat neutralized.
Because if you're talking about like the clip, you can just take a note at how long the stream's been running for, and you can just go to the VOD and clip it from there. Well, the tentacles are gone. Or not. Damn it, Creed! Go Slayer. Oh. He didn't make it. He got away. From Beyond complete. It's unfortunate. Did not get a second, or a third, I should say. Did not get a third challenge. Alright. I know it's a little bit early, but I've been going to bed pretty late, quite a bit lately. So I'm going to stop this here because I am 3 hours in, and typically I only try to go for 3 hours. It's just lately I've been doing a lot more. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to pick this up again tomorrow, obviously, because I'm going to beat the game. But thank you, Luctendo, for showing up. Anybody else who might still be in the stream, thank you for showing up as well. If you enjoy the stream and you haven't already followed, make sure to leave a follow. And if you want to know when I go live, you can go to my Twitter or Blue Sky to get notifications from those. Or if you want to be a part of the community, you can get a notification by joining the Discord by typing !Discord. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I hope you have a good one. Bye.